I would like to welcome to the stage our moderator, Ms. Vũ Hải Anh, General Manager at Publicis Media. And please join me in welcoming our panelists, Mr. Trung Thoa, founder and CEO of Creasia. Welcome to the stage, Ms. Andrea Barbi Actis, Head of Marketing APAC, Meliá Hotels International. I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Trung, Media Director, Planning and Operations, P&G. And welcome to the stage Ms. Nguyen, Head of Marketing, Branding and Communications, MEDiCARE, Vietnam.
So welcome to our panel today on the, I think like this in the most exciting topic today, that is driving change via the marketing, social impact marketing activity in Vietnam. So you know that in Vietnam and even on the world today, the world is moving very fast, but our consumer is not just buying the products or the brands. They are investing for the company that is standing for something. And I think like you guys also know that in like the last couple of days, like social noise in our industry, we can see that Gen Z, especially for Gen Z, right? They can be like very rebellious, very can be attacking a brand, but also they can also like very like supportive for a brand if they share the same value with each other. So I think the mission of whole panel here today to unpack how the top company in Vietnam will drive social impact via authenticity. So my name is Hải Anh, to be very honored to be here and be choice with me like the brilliant panelists. So the first, the local voice from Anh Thoa, yes, and Anh Trung, you can see that the very hit signature is signing smile, yeah, and and Miss Mai from MEDiCARE Vietnam. Okay, so I think like Andrea have some traffic jam, so I think hope she can catch up with us later. Yeah. So I think I will start these panels by the very foundational questions. So what do you think? What are the definitions of social impact in your corporate? So Anh Tâm, can you share first?
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all here. I would disagree. This is a very exciting topic.
We will make it exciting. And
okay. Yeah. I think... Hey, Andrea is here.
yeah.
Come.
Welcome.
Right on time.
Everyone give her a big applause. Yeah.
I want to briefly introduce.
Yeah. So I would like to introduce Miss Andrea, the representative of Meliá, the head of marketing Meliá International from APAC. Yeah. Big applause for her. Yeah. So Andrea, so we just start the conversation. So we will start like by the very foundational questions that, okay, what are the definitions of social impact in the whole corporate? Okay, and
You didn't miss anything, so we haven't started. So I think the intention is to make it more interactive, because we're in this strategic time slot where people just, had their lunch and, and then we're talking about social impact. I think to start off, social impact is, how to put it, I think we in business, everybody does business, and business is just to make money. So in this context is how do we go in beyond making money, create the positive impacts, influence, effects on the people, on the society. And I think it can be in many ways, creating jobs, getting access to education or water, clean water. And in business, usually when they talk about social impacts, is to leverage their already available resource, the products, resources like investment, or any influence from the company to support to make the society better. Yeah. But it's important that also have to support a long-term business goal. Right? So I think pretty much, from the business land, that is social impact definition, personally to me.
Yeah. Okay. So it's very nice setup and like let's say go be the message take care is go beyond business outcome only. So it's also like society responsibility as well. So Andrea, like representative of hospitality. So I think like the consumer experience in your industry is more about personal. So what are the definitions of these social impact?
So first, just want to say thank you so much. Sorry for being late. I think we started a little bit earlier than expected. And thank you, MMA, for inviting us. So in Meliá Hotels International, for us, social impact basically means taking care of our employees and also the communities where we have hotels located in the same way that we take care of our guests. So social impact is one of the pillars of our sustainable program. In Meliá, we have a sustainable program called Travel for Good that has 4 pillars, and social impact is one of them. For example, just to give you an example so you can better understand. So with social impact, for example, we make sure that in those destinations where we open new hotels or we have hotels under operation, we, for example, train and give education to our employees. So we make sure they develop their skills. We also generate new employment. And as well, for example, we also support the local suppliers, etc. So we support the local communities as well where the hotels are located. Yes.
Yeah, it's like the collaborations across function team, right? It's not just like marketing team.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, chị Mai, can you share like in the perspective of health and beauty retailer for MEDiCARE?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm from MEDiCARE Vietnam because we are a company have more than 24 years of experience in retail. So the ways MEDiCARE we see about social impact that we bring health and beauty care and sustainability, and it's aligned with our core value of care and trust. And it's about the real action. The same with Andrea that we have a program named We Care. Actually, it's quite big at our ESG strategy. And inside that, it's about the real action, like we encouraging our customers to shop without single-use plastic bags, about the recycling used packaging to cut plastic waste, and about the other campaign that we, let's say, the push for the mental health awareness campaign. So that is how we frame social impact in our business.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I can hear that a lot of like different programs in your company as well. So Andrea, so what is the local entrepreneur initiative on this social impact campaign?
So hello everyone. I'm Thoa. Is the founder and CEO of Creasia. It's activation and experience agency. So as an entrepreneur, so social impact marketing, I believe that we work any project or we follow our business with our core philosophy and the core value. We follow it, like integrity, compassion, innovation, and excellence. So if any campaign or any project, if not follow with that philosophy, we not take it. Yeah, and also for our employees, also we also educate them. For example, every year we have team building activity. So instead of a team building, we combine with social activity like clean the beach. Every year, for example, this year we go to Mune, next year to Nha Trang, or another year another. Yeah. So that's it. And as a business partner, we work with our big client is to do a lot of the campaign, like for example, to especially we cooperate with like the school, educate the kid, for the protect the environment, recycle plastics, and also for the work with the women union, and to help them to upskill, to reskill, to help them to have a better job. So that a lot we cooperate with. Right.
Yeah, so I truly be amazed what in the different corporates you have like different scheme of in terms of social impact campaigns, from education, environment, sustainability, and even like create behavior change from the consumer as well. So I think like, but they have the elephant in the room that they have. It will be very costly to do this kind of campaign? Is it true on that?
No, I don't think so. The key is about the creative, long-term commitment.
Yeah.
And this is not just about we do one-off campaign. So with a long-term, 5-year, 10 years plan.
Yeah.
So we started with maybe small but authentic,
Yeah.
and we keep it. Yeah. So
I heard that it's kind of it's not just like costly. It's not about cost, right? It's more about investment for the futures. Is it right? Yeah.
yeah, so correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And chị Mai, so can you share more like okay, so on these journeys we also like need to have the partnership, right? So any like challenge you're facing when we do find the right partner on this agenda?
Well, there are a lot of challenges. One of the first challenge I often face when we find a partner, that we have to find the right partner who share the same value, the same commitment to society, and who are really willing to take action. Because actually, many people, they are excited when they hear that we're doing something meaningful together. But when it's come to implementation, like sharing time, resources, or ownership, things get complex. Then once we find the right partner, the next challenge will be the internal. It means that we have to align with the internal stakeholder, with the campaign like social impact. It don't directly drive sales, so we have to clearly communication on the long-term values, on the objectives, and even the measurement for the campaign. So all of our team, everyone from finance to operation team, they willing to attend this campaign, and we can run it impactful ways. Yeah. So overall, the hard part is not about, it wasn't about the idea, but in aligning everyone to make it happen.
Yeah, it's all about alignments in the long term. Yeah. So Andrea, so when talking about long term, so how like Meliá can like manage to make it just not one side project, but also like the long term for the whole company and also benefit for the consumer as well.
So in Meliá, we actually carry on different initiatives in terms of social impacting marketing. But there's one I want to share today with you because I think it's a very good example of what my colleague was saying in terms of especially how important is to do initiatives for the long term. So Meliá arrived we opened our office in Vietnam in 2022, actually. So when we arrived, immediately we started to collaborate with partners, and one of the partners we are more proud of is Vietnam Airlines. And Vietnam Airlines, actually, they are a very strong partner in this sense. They always do initiatives to support the country and the local communities. So we collaborated with them for a campaign that is called Dream Trip. So in Dream Trip, what we do is that we want to make sure that children that they are under unprivileged situations, they can also have access to holidays, to summer holidays, because we believe every children should have the right to dream and to experience this kind of holidays in a hotel, summer holidays. So what we do is that Vietnam Airlines supports with the transportation, of course, organization. They also invite like a celebrity that will have some workshops and talks to these children to also inspire them. And Meliá supports providing the accommodation. So we invite these kids to spend their holidays for a few days in one of our hotels in Vietnam. So we started some years ago in Meliá Truong. And we realized that if we really wanted to create a big impact for the kids, we needed to do this every year. So we signed a MOU agreement with Vietnam Airlines to commit to do this for at least 3 consecutive years. So every year we choose a different group of children in different locations in Vietnam, and we invite them to this dream trip. Yeah.
Wow, it's a really like, powerful, and I also want to take it back to the children to join this project as well. Okay, so but like when we're talking about like marketing, like I think the old way we talk about measurements. So Antam, can you tell us like how we measure the success of the social impact marketing activity in your company?
Not in my company, I think from my personal point of view, perspective. I think we all the same. If we align on the definition to social impact marketing, right, is answering the question, how do we make life better? Yeah. You know, people lives matter, how we improve the environment, how we create benefits for the society.
Yeah.
So that is the first part. Second part also, how doing all of that benefit our business goal in the long run. So it have to be, balance between the two. If we align on that, I think it's pretty much easy when it comes to KPI target setting.
Yeah.
First, are we making people's lives better? So we'll be looking at, the number of people getting access to better education, get better access to food, bringing dream trip to, the children that is, of disadvantages, reduce the plastic to support with the environment. So that is first. Are we making life better? Are we making the society better? Are we creating benefit for the community? So that's the first part. Second part, are we also making business doing all of that? And usually, it's logical, right, to think of two perspectives and have it reflected on your business or target setting. But it's important that you also marry the two. For example, we're talking about plastic recycle, but there will be company, by doing so, they'll be able to cut down on their packaging costs, for example, right? We're talking about, creating assets to, given to the society, but also, by doing so, you'll be able to associate your businesses and brand with the very positive cause, as you mentioned about Gen Z earlier. So Gen Z now, they don't just simply trust whatever brand or advertiser tell them. They say, oh, is it authentic or not? Yeah. You're doing something, you put it online and you put a lot of media so people can see it, Gen Z don't buy. Yeah. It's very simple now. They can sense the authenticity. So again, if you doing that, but if aligned with your core value, they'll be able to pick up. And one of the KPI you should set also in the brand attribute movement, right, to the attribute that associates to your social impact campaigns. A brand that it promotes sustainability, track that if it's relevant. So yeah. So I think in summary, how are we making life better? How are we improving the environment where we live and the societies as one? How is helping with the business and your brands? We moving the brand equity along the way with all of these good causes that we are advocating. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think to just be sum up on these measurements, right? So I think we have three angles. The first thing the media KPI, so on the social impact about view engagement that's on the social platform. But secondly, it's about environment, society measurement as well. And thirdly, absolutely, it turned into the business. But the business is not just the profit of the company, but also the investment for the future as well. Yes, very interesting. And so I think currently in Vietnam, right? So we have the rearrangement from the government of Vietnam. So do these change in Vietnam impact in your plans to make your social impactful activity more relevant and impactful to your consumer? Any change? And Thoa, can you share?
So in the business challenge is especially now in Vietnam, so isn't it more about focus on the social marketing, social impact marketing? I mean, but we need more practical. Doesn't focus on the people. How to make people life better? How to make people sustainable? How to get they can earn, or have the income? For example, a lot of people they have a jobless. By AIs, by another things, so by tax, for example. So, and so that's how to help them to do some upskill or reskill, to help them to get a job. For example, I had one case that we now work with a big company, FMC company in Vietnam now. because the change of the law from July does need all the retailer or strict vendor, they must have the tax license and the business license when they do business. Even they're very small and a deep rural. Yes. So I work with them, and now we will support more than 9,000 retailers in Vietnam and to apply the business license and retailer license to help them to continue the business. Yeah. Otherwise, they may stop the business. Yeah. So this also impact. And we do with us, we care about the consumer, and we with the retailer, yeah. And we buy, yeah. So we can touch their heart, yeah. And they will love the brands, and they will do business with us. So, yeah. So that's the good case.
Yeah. So I heard that it's not cut, but even like spend more and focus more to support the people, right? Yeah, and the community. Yeah. So Andrea, so from your company, so any change in your plans to adapt of this thing? Yeah, any change in your company or change when the Vietnam market in movement? Okay. Yeah.
So to add to what my colleague said, I think they explained very well. I believe that the same as when we do marketing, I mean, when we run a sustainability action for marketing, we need to also measure very well the results. In this, Meliá is very strong, let's say, because in the company we have globally, we have been recognized by several awards for transparency, and especially for the reports that we prepare. We do very accurate reports in terms of sustainability actions and how they impact these actions in terms of, for example, CO emissions reduction, energy saving, water saving, etc. So in marketing is the same. When you do any initiative, it's as important as the initiative that you do is how you measure it, because transparency, accuracy in the data, honesty, I mean, making sure that you give the correct information is as important as the action itself. That's also even part of sustainability, is being very honest and accuracy with the data that you provide. So in Meliá, because we follow these international standards of data measurement, like GRB, etc., like there's many international standards. When we do any actions in Vietnam, we try to follow the same things that we have learned globally, but try to apply them in Vietnam. So yes, I would say that still in Vietnam we have still a lot of things to do. I think we still have a lot of room for improvement to get up to the levels of what we are doing globally. But at least I hope through our expertise we can bring more this knowledge and this expertise to our hotels in Vietnam. Yes.
Yeah. So I found that the time is a bit short. So I will ask you guys just like one final question: is that if like just one piece of advice for the new guys or the newbie starting this journey, so what your advice? So we will go with the whole panel. So chị Mai, can you share first? Yeah.
Okay, so, if I have one piece of advice, I would like to say, actually that's one question, one sentence, and he mentioned before that to do the social impact, you don't need to start big, you can start small, but be authentic. Because the younger consumer now, they're very perspective, they're very sensitive, so they will know right away when something is just for PR purpose. So just stay authentic with the real action, try the real result, and then from there you can earn the trust from your customer, from a young consumer.
Yeah, stay more, but authenticity is important.
Authentic.
Yeah. Andrea, yes, how about you?
Yes, I think things that we have mentioned throughout all the discussion, so authenticity, being honest, giving the correct information, as I was mentioning previously, and then long-term is very important. So not try to do just some one-time action, but always whatever you think on doing, try to think always in the long term, so you will create a greater impact.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's about long-term, And Tâm, can you share? Your advice?
Personally, I think on top of those Andrea and Mai mentioned, is you gotta have to start it right. You have to know what is your core values, and the social impact agenda have to support your goal value, right? If not, it's very hard to go far. And especially under this situation, a lot of changes, a lot of headwind, a lot of challenges, micro, macro, new trend happening. You have to be creative. Creative in a way that it doesn't have to be more investment, it doesn't have to be more resource, but you can do through partnership. I think one of the things I picked up, right? You have customer, or you have like manufacturers want to go with you. Okay, influence them, go through partnership, make it happen. Or even you can call for co-creation, especially when you talk to Gen Z. They don't want to see the manufacturers, they don't want to see the brand doing, but they want to be a part of the, changing movement, the cause. So invite them, let them be a part of it. So you have to be creative,
And Thoa,
So for my recommendation, that's not starting with the campaign. We start with the listening. We listen about the Gen Z, millennials, what their daily concern, and we started with that, and we created the long-term campaign.
Yes. So I think a lot of advice, right? So I will be end of this session by when you guys have watched a video of the one of my favorite social campaign. Can you play it? Yeah.
Kazakhstan has been engulfed by a wave of domestic violence. Only, most local men actually don't care. But the thing men in Kazakhstan really care and love to talk about is ultimate fighting sports. So, we moved domestic violence from the kitchen to the professional ring. Introducing Kazakhstan's first ever men versus women fight in the grand MMA ring of Ruch Fighting that was presented and would be live streamed on their social media platforms. And indeed, men started talking. Surprisingly, they didn't like it. Men unequivocally expressed that this sport was unwanted and couldn't possibly exist in Kazakhstan. The fight must be canceled. But what's already happening can't be canceled. We launched the shocking live stream of the fight on air. We spoke directly with men only and made them talk. For the first time, conservative men joined in signing petitions for the enactment of the law on the criminalization of domestic violence.
Yeah. So we have a lot of advice and a lot of discussion from the whole panelists. So I just want to lend a very clear message that social impact is not just change or just one off, but it's investment for purpose, for futures, and very important things that need to be creativity to make it consistently for consumer as well. So thank you so much for the whole panelists for today. Thank you. Yeah.